Once upon a time, there was a kingdom in Java, specifically in the Pajajaran area that is led by a ruler whose name is Prabu Mundingwangi, or commonly known as Prabu Siliwangi, who is known for his extraordinary wisdom. Prabu Siliwangi was quite known for his large liking for hunting, so one day when he was hunting, he got carried away and went too deep inside the forest, to the point that he doesn't know how to return back to the kingdom. But as he was about to feel hopeless, he saw a figure approaching towards him. Prabhu felt wary of this figure. "Why would there be any other person in this dark forest?" he said, approached the figure. To his surprise, the figure was a beautiful woman. "Forgive me for a moment. It seems like I have gotten lost. May you show the way out?" "Ah, it is indeed there are people who get lost. How on earth did you get so deep in the forest?" "It seems like I have gotten carried away with my hunting. I've lost track of time and gotten myself lost in the process." "Don't worry, I've lived in this forest for a very long time. Let's say I know the ins and outs of this forest. I can show you the way, but I do have one condition." "What is it, if you don't mind me asking?" "I have lived here for a very long time without someone to accompany me. The condition is that you stay for some time before I show you the way out." After some consideration, Prabu Siliwangi thought that it wouldn't hurt to stay for a while. It's better than being lost in the forest. Prabu Siliwangi stayed longer than planned. Unable to leave, he ended up falling in love with the woman, which in the end, they got married. "My dearest, I think it's time that I return to my kingdom. They must be worried sick for me." "Very well, my love. Just be careful and visit me occasionally." "I will. When I hunt again, I will try to visit you again." Months passed, and Prabu Siliwangi was busy with his duties, too deep in his work to the point he forgot about his wife who lives in the forest. One night, Prabu was woken up by the sound of a baby crying. When he got up to investigate, he was surprised to find a baby in the palace. When he picked up the baby, a light suddenly showed up and a voice could be heard. "My husband, I must tell you something about that baby, that she is our beautiful daughter and I will leave her to your care because of how she needs your guidance and care. I trust you that you will take care of her well." After a very long time, the baby grew up into a very beautiful young lady. Prabu named her Kadita, and she was a wise and a kind-hearted girl, and a face that reminds him of his wife. Prabu was very happy to see his daughter grow up so well, but there were times that he felt worried for his kingdom. Of what will it become if he doesn't have an heir for the future of his kingdom? Feeling conflicted if he should remarry another woman. After all, Prabu already tried so many times to visit his wife, yet his efforts were not met by his expectations. "My beautiful daughter, I must ask your consent for your father to remarry. It is to secure an heir for the future of this kingdom." "If that's what's best for the kingdom, then I allow you to remarry, if that's your wish." Not long after, Prabu Siliwangi married a beautiful woman whose name was Dewi Mutiara, and fortunately, they were expecting a son when she got pregnant. Prabu Siliwangi took great care of Dewi for a smooth pregnancy. But while she was pregnant, she became a very irritable woman, each day making a favor more ridiculous than the last. But Prabu had no choice but to comply for her sake of her safety and happiness. "My husband, I have a very important request. For the sake of my pregnancy, I want Putri Kadita out of the palace."
What in the world are you wishing for? She is my daughter, and I have raised her since from the start. Forgive me, but I cannot fulfill that wish." Dewi felt her anger flaring up, her heart filled with jealousy and fury, her temper going uncontrollably. One night, Dewi Mutiara went out of the palace to meet a powerful sorcerer in the dark place. "Please curse Putri Kadita with a disease that cannot be healed by any doctor in this land. Whatever the price is, I will pay. Just do it as soon as possible." And later in the morning, Putri Kadita woke up with marks on her skin that felt painful. What happened to me?" After a while, many doctors came by from across the land and tried to find a cure, but they could never find one. One day, Prabhu hears a word from Devi that finally made him be convinced to listen to her wishes to exile Putri Kadita to make sure that none of the diseases would spread along the kingdom. Then Putri Kadita left the land of her kingdom and walked away for days and days, never stopping her journey. But one day, she decided to meditate in the forest. Days passed, and in the middle of her meditation, a sudden whisper passed her ears. "Go to the south coast. Go to the south coast now. Who are you? Show yourself. I am your mother, my dear daughter." "Then why don't you show yourself?" One day you will win me. But for now, go to the south coast as soon as possible." Somehow, convinced that it was her mother, Kadita quickly ended her meditation and immediately went to the south coast. She kept going and going, rain and extreme weather not stopping her. When she finally arrived at the south coast, she stood there confused. What now? Jump in the water, embrace the sea. Without further thought, she jumped into the sea, feeling as she would drown. But suddenly, her disease healed and she went through a transformation. "Thank you so much, sea, as you heal my disease when no one could. In return, I will stay here forever." And Putri Kadita decided to live in the sea, away from her kingdom to build her own, making a beautiful palace and troops to serve her, protecting the sea, and now she was known as Nyi Roro Kidul. This story tells us to control our emotions and desires so we won't end up hurting someone else. The end.